Hey guys, welcome to Club Cal Online. I'm Coach Seth. Today I've got Coach Grace with me. We're going to take you guys through a lower body strength workout. As far as tools, you guys are going to need a chair or maybe an ottoman, something you can put your foot on, or a bench. You're going to need a dumbbell or a backpack, some sort of smaller weight, and you're going to need a mat. If you guys have those tools, you guys can get started with Grace. We're going to start jogging in place. Let's do it. So today's big focus is going to be on pistol squats, otherwise known as just a single leg squat. And I'm going to give you guys lots of options to try to approach that and get better at it. Cool. As far as jogging, we're just moving the arms, moving the legs, just trying to get the heart pumping a little bit today. If you guys have some space wherever you're training and you guys can jog around, feel free to. We're just going to stay put. I'm going to switch things up in about 5 seconds. I want you guys to switch to jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks. Nice. Nothing too complicated. Again, we're just trying to get the heart rate up. Nice, Grace. You got about 15 seconds left. If you guys can, feel free to speed up those jumping jacks a little bit as we go. And 3, 2, 1. You guys can pause where you're at. Bring your feet out into a squat stance. Down and up we go. 30 seconds of squats. Body weight squat, as we always say, we're just trying to get the knees to track over the middle of the feet. You guys at home, you guys can choose what squat stance you need, what's appropriate for you. Nice, Grace. As you guys warm up, you're going a little bit lower in your squats. Grace is getting way down there. 3, 2, 1. Let's stand it up again. Back to jogging one more time, guys. About 15 seconds left. Speed up the jog a little bit, faster arms, faster feet. 3, 2, 1. One more time with jumping jacks. Nice, Grace. You breathing hard?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm getting there. 15 seconds left. In 3, 2, 1. Nice, take a break. I'm going to have Grace turn sideways here on her mat. We're going to go into some reverse lunging right in place. So she's going to step back, try to tap the knee to the floor, alternating legs. Nice, Grace. Nice. And just like at home, if you guys are starting to warm up, maybe we're stepping back a little bit farther. We're getting that knee a little closer to the floor, just as the hips, knees, and ankles warm up. 3, 2, 1. Let's stand up, feet together right under the hips. We're going to go into calf raises. So I want you guys to try to get as high onto your toes as you can. We're going to be paying a lot of attention to the ankles today, trying to open up mobility to make the pistol squats a little easier, a little more accessible. So we got to warm up those calves. Nice, Grace. We're not going super slow or super fast. I just want controlled pace up and down on those calf raises. 3, 2, 1, and release. I'm gonna turn Grace sideways again here. We're gonna do something just to warm up the hamstrings called shoe the chicken. She's going to pull one foot up toward her face, straighten that leg, and she's just gonna reach down and shoe that chicken. Let's do it. It's called a lot of things, but that one's the coolest. And you don't need to walk forward, you can just stay where you're at.
So just alternating?
Yep, just alternating sides. Got about 30 seconds here, guys. Every rep, you're getting your hand just a little bit closer to the floor. You're feeling it through your calf, up through your hamstring, back of the leg. Should feel good. Nice. You can call this pick up the trash, bowling, whatever, but shoe the chicken, I prefer that. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to have Grace come down into what's called a combat position. So she's going to kneel with one leg, with the other foot up. And what I'm going to have her do next is you're going to bring the knee to the floor. It's going to stretch your whole foot and especially your toes. And then you're going to come back up to that combat position. Once you guys are set up at home, you can join Grace. You may have a harder time getting that knee to the floor than Grace is. She's got very mobile feet. For me especially, I really feel it in my toes. So just go as far as is appropriate for you. A little farther each rep. Nice, Grace. You feel a stretch in the back of the leg? Calf area? Achilles?
Yeah, when I come back to here, I do. Right here.
Cool. So this whole time, we're just trying to push that knee forward of the toes. And let's switch sides. We're going to do another 30 seconds on the other side. Toes, ankles, calves. Feel any different one side versus the other?
Actually not much.
Cool.
Maybe a little tighter on that left side. But.
You guys might notice at home that one foot is a little stiffer than the other, one ankle. Grace actually broke her left ankle about 8 months ago, and so that's why I was just asking about the difference. Nice, Grace. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to stand it back up. So let's get back to 2 feet. We're going to spend a little more time at the bottom of a squat. I'm going to have Grace face you guys again. Finding the squat stance, she's going to squat all the way to the bottom. And now we're going to spend some time down here. For you at home, if this is a challenging position, stay here. If it's not challenging for you, I want you guys to start to drop one knee down toward the floor. Awesome. And then the other knee down to the floor. So we're just getting a little bit of hip rotation. Again, you don't need to do this unless that first position was easy for you. You'll also notice Grace is even more advanced because she's keeping her whole foot on the floor instead of letting her heel pop up. This is a more advanced position. It's tougher to get this rotation. Nice, Grace. Again, at home, you guys might just be in that low squat position. Totally okay. We've got 5 more seconds. Nice, Grace. 3, 2, 1, and let's stand it up. Shake those legs out a little bit. We're going to get to our pistol squats. So if you guys have a chair, a couch, something nearby, you guys can use this as a crutch, as a prop if you need it. Grace is going to show us how to do that as well. She's going to put one hand on this, and she's going to do a single leg squat. We'll just watch her do one. Awesome. Now give this a shot, but make sure that you have something to hold on to. Another thing that works well is if you go between a door frame and you put both hands on either side of the door frame. Works really well so you don't tip backward. Let's see Grace. She's going to go through 5 reps per leg. You guys can join us at home. And 1. Nice, Grace. 2. Again, have something nearby to hold on to if you need to. 3. 4, 5. Nice work, Grace. Let's show the other side. Guys, you may not be getting all the way to the bottom like Grace is either. So for you, go as deep as you can come back up. Yep, so Grace can show a couple partial reps. Awesome. So that means no matter where you are in your pistol squat, you should be able to join in with us. How many was that, Grace? And 4. And 5. Nice. In between, guys, since this is pretty tough, and this for a lot of us is close to a maximum effort, we're going to stretch the ankles in between. So this is where that chair object comes in. You're going to put your foot, one of them, on top. And what I want you guys to do is just push this knee forward of the toes and get a stretch in the back of the ankle. So keep the whole foot flat. We're just going to stretch for about 15 seconds, and then we're going to make it a little active. Cool. I like to just relax and put my chest right against my leg. That way I can just lean forward, feel that good stretch. You can see Grace is taking some pulses. Totally cool. Now we're going to make this active. So I want you guys to go into your farthest forward stretch position. And now I want you guys to gas pedal the foot down into your whatever your surface is. And we're just going to hold a good contraction for about 10 seconds. So 3, 2, 1, and pressing down. So what Grace is doing now is she's using those muscles that we've been stretching. She's pushing them down, relatively active. She's really driving her toes into the floor. 3, 2, 1, and now I want you guys to go back into that stretch and now pull your toes up off of that object. Now you should feel this muscle, the shin muscle, really pulling the foot up. Gonna hold that about 10 seconds. We got 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice.
That's hard.
That's awesome. Now we're gonna switch sides. So this is a very short version of a more advanced mobility protocol. We're just doing a short round of this. So again, same thing on the other side. Let's hold that 15 seconds in a stretch, and then we'll make it active. How you doing?
Good. Feels good.
Any different?
I don't know. I just feel it in different places.
So just like Grace is doing, guys, you can do pulses, you can do a hold, up to you. And now let's make it active. So now we're going to press the foot into that surface 10 seconds. We're still trying to keep the whole foot flat. If it lifts up a tiny bit, that's okay. Just really engage. 3, 2, 1. Let's reverse it. That knee goes forward. The toes pull up. Yep. Should be feeling that muscle right on the front of the leg. 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice. Roll those ankles out a little bit. We have 2 more rounds of pistols, 5 reps per side. We'll see Grace get into it. I'm going to give you guys some hints at home how to make these pistols easier. So as Grace sets up, one of the reasons that we're not able to do pistols without holding on to something is because our knee's not going far enough forward. That's why we spend time in that stretch. So on this one, when you guys do this rep, I want you to think, bring the knee as far forward as you can. As you're reaching your hands forward, you're going to find you might be able to balance better. Let's do it, guys. And 1. So the knee goes way forward. 2. 3, you still have that object if you need it. 4, we have to reach forward to balance. And 5. Nice, Grace. Getting a little better.
A little bit, yeah.
Let's set it up on the other side, guys. And 1. 2. If you feel yourself tipping backward, remember, get that knee forward. 3. 4. And 5. Nice job. Whew. All right, guys, we're going back to the ankle, giving your legs a rest. Well, the upper legs. So let's stick a foot on the object. 3, 2, 1, and stretch. Nice. If you guys are barefoot, that's when you're going to notice this is the most challenging. If you have a shoe on with a heel lift, it makes pistols a lot easier. And now let's lean forward. We're going to make it active. Let's push the toes, the foot, gas pedal into that object, and hold. Three, two, one. Pull the foot up off the object. 10 seconds. Not just are you going to feel it in the shin, you're going to feel the top of the foot too. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Awesome. Going into that stretch. This rest time, guys, it's taken about 2 minutes, just so you guys have enough left in your legs for the next round. Got to take a rest to work on strength. 3, 2, 1. Let's get active. Pressing down. Nice, Grace. And 3, 2, 1. Let's pull up. 10 seconds. Nice. And when you pull up, you should notice that knee should go way forward because you're trying to shorten this distance between the shin and the top of the foot. 3, 2, 1. Release.
It's kind of a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. Roll those ankles out a little bit. I'm going to give you guys some more tips. If you're so close to being able to do this pistol without an object, grab an 8, 10-pound object, hold it in your hands, and hold it forward as you squat down. Especially if the reason that you can't do it is because you tip backward. That'll help. Let's do it, guys. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Grace is just rocking these out. She makes these look a lot easier than they are. Good, they should. It should. This is hard. So if you guys are not keeping up with Grace, that's okay. If it's too easy for you, you can hold weight, but if you want to make it harder with weight, you have to hold it on your chest. Again, if you put it out in front of you, it'll actually make it easier for balance. Let's do it, guys. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, Grace. And 5.
Almost didn't make it.
Nice job. All right, guys, so that's it for the pistols. So shake those legs out a little bit. We're now going to do some accessory work that's going to make your pistol stronger the next time you come back and do this workout. So I'm going to take you guys through it. First move is going to be a standing front leg raise. As you can see, as you're going down into a full pistol, you have to be able to keep this leg up. It's a lot of strength here in your hip flexors. So that's what Grace is going to do. So she's going to show you here, you can use an object, put your hand on the wall, whatever. She's going to just lift one leg as high as she can. You guys can join us for 10 reps. And 1, 2. We're not going to take too much time doing this. 3, 4, 5. Do your best to keep this back leg, this supporting leg, straight. Is that 7? Mm-hmm. 8. And of course, we're always pointing the toes. 9 and 10. We point the toes because that shows me that your leg is active. And 1, 2. Plus, it looks good. 3, 4, 5. If you have somebody else around, they can create an object for you to get to. Is that 7?
Yeah.
8, 9, 10. Nice, Grace. Ooh. We have 2 more moves in this circuit. Next one's going to be a single leg deadlift. So this is where you guys can grab a weight. If you have options, grab a lighter weight to start, because we're going to go 3 rounds through all this. You going for the big one?
I guess so.
All right, let's do it. So a single leg balanced deadlift. So what I'm going to have Grace do is if she's working her left leg, she's going to put the weight in her right arm on the other side. And I'm going to keep her balanced as she comes down and up. You ready? We're going to do 8 reps per side. Let's do it. And 1. Back is flat. The back leg comes up straight behind her. 2, 3, 4, and that bottom leg is bending just a little bit. 5, 6, you should feel this in your hamstring and your glute of that stabilizing leg. How many is that?
8. It's just 8, right?
8, yep, switching sides. Same idea, guys. If you're working the right leg, let's put that weight in the left arm. And 1, 2. There's a lot of balance going on here. That's going to help with your pistols as well. 3, 4, 5. Core is tight this whole time. 6, especially if you have a pretty heavy weight in your hand. 7, 1 more. And 8. Final move, guys, we're going to do some shrimp squats. This looks a lot like the pistol, so you may need an object again to put your hand on. That's okay. We're just trying to get higher volume. 8 reps per leg. Grace is going to stand with both feet right under her hips. Oh, smart. She's going to bend one knee to about 90 degrees, and she's going to try to bring that knee right next to her other foot. And then we're standing back up. Looks a lot like a pistol squat, you're just not going as low. You guys can join it at home. Grace is on number 2. She can totally put her hand on this if she needs to. 3, 4. She put a pad underneath her knee just in case she lost control. I lost count. 5.
That's fine.
6, 7. One more, guys. And 8. Awesome. She's going to switch sides. This is just like the pistol. You have to allow yourself to lean forward, and there's a lot of ankle mobility, bringing that knee forward. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Your foot's probably going to touch the ground. Just try not to push off of it. 5, 6, 7, one more, and 8. Nice job. You ready to do all that again?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so we're going right back to those front leg lifts. I actually had Grace do 10 the first time, but we're going to stick to 8, just so that everything's the same. All right, same thing, guys. Let's stand up straight. Let's bring one leg out front. Lock that quad. And 1. Let's lift. 2, 3. If you happen to have stall bars, that's a great one that you can aim for. 5, 6. This back leg's going to want to bend. Really lock your rear quad as well. And 8. Nice. Like I said, she got to do more of that first round. We all did. Let's do it. 8 on the other leg. Lock that leg super tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Be honest with that other leg. 7. One more rep as high as you can get it. 8. Nice.
Stop.
Single leg deadlifts. If you guys have multiple options for weights, feel free to go a little heavier. You can totally do this with a backpack as well. Just throw some stuff in it. Let's do it, guys. 8 reps. And 1, 2, 3. This is working the back of the leg. 4, just trying to balance things out. 5, 6, 7.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's why it's good to have something nearby. And 8.
Woo. I'm tired.
As always, she's making this look really easy too.
It's not easy.
Oftentimes when I demo this, I tip over. You're probably going to tip over. Just make sure you have something nearby. 8 reps, let's do it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, And that weight's not touching the floor, it's just coming to about mid-shin on Grace. So 7. 1 more. And 8. Feeling those legs yet?
It's getting harder, yeah.
Yep. And we're not taking as much time during this because we're trying to get higher volume, less rest. It's part of it. Let's find those shrimps. Use something with your hands if you need to. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grace has this on lockdown now. 7 and 8.
Get it done.
Nice. Cruising. Switching to the other side, guys. One note, one way to make this tougher and more challenging, if this happens to be easy, is just grab your foot behind you and then try to touch the knee. Much harder. Do you want to try some of those?
Yeah, I could probably do a couple.
All right, we got 8 reps, guys, and 1. Lot harder to do.
There we go.
That's enough.
It takes a lot.
And 2, so you guys know you have somewhere to go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. Shake those legs off, guys. We have one more round of those 3 movements. You can make it?
Mm-hmm. Ready.
All right. Leg lifts. Lock that leg. And 1, 2. It helps a lot to think of something you're shooting for. 3. So even if there's not something there, imagine there is. 4. And stay standing. 5, 6. Try not to fall over.
Shaky.
7 and 8. Nice. Other leg. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks easier. 5,
On this side.
6, 7. You got it, guys. Last one. 8. Deadlifts. We are almost there, guys. We're going to finish this round, do a little stretch, and we'll be done. Find that deadlift position, tight core, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't forget, we're reaching that leg behind you and up. 6, 7, and 8. Nice, Grace. That's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
She had this 20 here as an option. She didn't even try it. Nice work.
Oh, I might fall over.
It's okay.
Okay.
All right, guys, let's do it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hang in there, guys. Last rep. Good rep. Lean it over. Boom. Lots of glute, lots of hamstring. Last round of shrimp squats. Let's do it. And 1. Find your balance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more rep, guys. And 8. So legs are probably getting a little wobbly. We're almost there.
Oh, yeah.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, she's cruising through them. 5, 6. Try to maintain that depth. 7. Last one. We can do it. 8. How those legs feeling?
They're tired.
Yeah.
Shaky.
So you guys just did a lot of ankle mobility stuff too. So your ankles might feel a little bit sore tomorrow. All right, we're gonna finish with just a real short stretch. You guys can get down on the mat. We're gonna start with a hurdler stretch. Yep. So a little bit different. I'm actually gonna have Grace come down onto the floor, onto her butt with both legs forward. I'm gonna have you bring the leg out to the side. Yeah, that's your front split. That's it. So you guys are gonna have one leg forward. I'm gonna have you tuck that other leg just behind you as far as you can, bringing your heel close to your butt. And now Grace is just gonna lean forward over her front leg. You guys can join us for 30 seconds. See, it looks just like you're jumping over a hurdle. Nice. So you guys made it. All the hard work is behind you. Just relax into this stretch. Breathe. If you guys want a little more calf stretch, pull the toes up towards your face. Should feel good. We're just trying to calm down the nervous system a little bit. You guys can release that. Let's switch to the other side. One leg forward, tuck that other leg behind you. And down we go. Again, Grace makes these look really easy. I'm nowhere near my toes. She can almost get there. If you guys have to bend that front knee just a little bit, that's okay too. Oftentimes that'll get the stretch right into the belly or hamstring. Just feel it out, see what you need. And 3, 2, 1, let's come up out of that. Now I'm gonna have Grace go into a low lunge, similar to where she started. We're gonna do a quick hip flexor stretch. Back knee comes down. And I'm just gonna have you stay straight forward for now, Grace. So I want you guys to do, you're in this low lunge. I want you to squeeze your glute that's in the back and try to stand up straight. That's gonna give you a big stretch to the front of that rear leg. And hold 30 seconds. Feel that? Mm-hmm. If you guys want, optional, you can take the arm up and rotate away from that rear leg. So Grace's right leg is back, so she's leaning to the left. If you're not sure which way, try both, see which one gives you a better stretch. This will just add a little bit of hip flexor stretch because there's part of your hip flexors that attach to your low spine. And release. We're switching sides. We're almost there, guys. All right. Find that position again, chest up. Squeeze that rear glute just a little bit. Option to side bend. Try to do what you did on the other side. How you doing?
Feels good. I'm really shaky.
Try not to tip over. You have about 10 seconds left. And 3, 2, 1, and you guys can come out of that stretch. Great work, guys. Nice work, Grace. Boom. Thanks for taking class, guys, and we'll see you next time.